Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. So, what do the trees want to talk about today? You guys, I'm in a really good mood today because I got laid. Just kidding. No, I didn't, but you'll be the first to know. I'd be like in the middle of it and being like, hold on, I need to make a podcast. I gotta tell my listeners. All right. Good morning. We're going to hang out with the trees. Thank God, because grounding, because centering, because balance, because purification. Thank you, trees, for giving us oxygen. Thank you for giving us messages and insight and love. Like just unconditional love all the time, constant. I'm there for you. That's who the trees are for me. Even like we forget about them for a little bit and then we go back, they're right there for us, hopefully, unless somebody chopped them down. So I'm excited to see what tree angel we get to hang out with today. This is the Ancient Path into the Sacred Grove, the Tree Angel Oracle deck by Fred Hagenader. And yeah, we're giving each angel an opportunity to guide us each week. And, you know, they've been really fantastic. Who did we have last week? I love them so much I can't remember. Oh yeah, we had Hazel last week. Whoa. That's a long 7 days. Whenever you're like, what did we do last week? And then I just remembered, and actually, what a long week. Good week, long week. A good long week. All right, because yeah, hey, it seems like forever since we hung out with trees. Okay, that's surprising, but that happens. All right, so let's get a tree angel right off the bat so I can quit talking, so I can be quiet. Whoa. Yeah, I can definitely get in the back seat for this one. Number 27, Cedar of Lebanon. This dude is intense. Like lighted Christ vision, third eye, holding a golden orb in front of a massive tree, holding a massive branch, but he is strong. Wow. He's very strong and very loving and very focused on what he wants. Okay, so it's number 27. 2 plus 7 is 9. So I like that as well. Cedar of Lebanon. And he says, care and grace, justice and power symbolize true kingship. A seed in every soul. Will it grow? Will it grow? Blossom and bear fruit. The children of the sun, blinded by darkness and illusion, bring water, bring light. Holy moly, you guys. Whoa. I told you he was intense. Yeah, just his presence, like he's like here to save us. And you want him to. You're ready. You're ready to be, you're ready to have water. You're ready to be quenched with light. You've been blinded by darkness and illusion long enough. Children of the sun, you have a seed in your soul. Will it grow? Will it blossom? Will it bear fruit? Bring water, bring light for these children of the sun. We have been in darkness too long. So Here we have the cedar of Lebanon angel with care and grace and justice and power, symbolizing true kingship. True kingship. So, oak. The oak is the king of the forest, while the ash is the high king, according to an old German proverb that celebrates the power of the first and the grace of the latter. Under southern skies, however, both these aspects of majesty are embodied by the cedar of Lebanon. No other tree is so magnificent. Even King Solomon valued its wood, incorporating it into his legendary temple in Jerusalem. Nor would the kings and pharaohs of the mighty Orient in antiquity build their palaces without including this stately tree. A small nature reserve still exists today in Upper Lebanon, containing the last of the cedars. However, there are problems caused by illegal logging operations and accelerating climate change. All right, just put that in. He just put that in parentheses. So this much prized cedar was also there at the dawn of so-called civilization, or the rise of the city. In ancient Sumer, cedar, why don't we call it cedar? Cedar. It really should be cedar. I don't know, that just made me want to call it cedar now. But I'm from Western Pennsylvania, so it's cedar. Cedar was the world tree, the living home of the most revered deities of all time. The angel of the Lebanese cedar everything's fun for me today. It embodies true majesty. It embodies true majesty. Its will and integrity would be unassailable even under torture. Ooh, that's so good. Because it's like, even under the torture of this life of darkness, you cannot assail my humor in it. You just can't. It's true majesty, truly. To be a laughing king, I'm convinced. Its will and integrity would be unassailable even under torture. Its sphere of influence is vast, including nobility, care, responsibility, trust, justice, honesty, wisdom, farsightedness, foresight, creativity, and independence. The cedar brings warmth to us all, like the sun. Its constellation is Leo, like the lion who protects his territory without trespassing on the lands of others. Being chosen by cedar today is like being knighted by King Arthur or Richard the Lionheart. All you can do is bend your knee, lower your head, and know you are worthy. The mighty cedar angel, he's like a ranger though, what's up? The mighty cedar angel has you in its sights. Recognize your inner majesty. Recognize your inner majesty, kings and queens. It is time. It really is. So, there's always a flip side of every message, and it could be, if the true king is in exile, liars and charlatans crawl out of their holes. Trickery, intrigue, slander, cold-heartedness, and abuse of power ensue, leading to dispute, discord, and dependency, among other ills. So yeah, that's basically what the world has turned into. And why is that? Yeah, because the true king has been in exile. And now it's really time for us to bring that light back. And so what's kind of interesting to me is, I'm doing A Course in Miracles. This week, lesson 20, I am determined to see. And what that means is I am determined to see with Christ's vision. So we've been seeing this world through the eyes of the lies and the charlatans, through the eyes of the ego, through the eyes of trickery and cold-heartedness and abuse of power. And don't you want to start to see things differently? Wouldn't you like the king to come back? Well, he can and he will, but he comes back through you. So it's kind of like the cedar of Lebanon is saying, listen, you should feel honored that I'm here with you today. I see your inner majesty. Now you recognize it too. You recognize it too. He's here to knight us. He's here to guide us and lead us, but also say, you too can do what I do. You too have this sphere of influence. You too can bring the water and the light. You too can release your blindedness. You are a child of the sun. You have the seed in your soul. Now, will you grow, blossom, and bear fruit? The fruits of care and grace and justice and power. The fruits of a true king or queen. I'm a queen king. Well, how sweet is all of that? I just was sitting here, appreciating being able to receive these messages from the trees. I look in my drawer here and I see Voice of the Trees, a Celtic divination oracle by Mickey Mueller. And we haven't used this one very much, but yeah, the Voice of the Trees. What a blessing to be able to play with that role in my life, and I really am just playing, but it's fun. I love it. I love our Thursdays together. Regardless of what day it is that you're listening to this, it's our tree day, our tree days. I love our tree days. Oh my gosh, I love our tree days. All right, so this is just a tiny little deck. Like, the cards are little. There's really not that many. It's like 25 cards. So that's all. A lot of the tree decks are smaller because they go with just the Celtic trees. So that's okay. It's all right. It's tiny but mighty. But it's like it's almost the same size of card. Very similar to the Tess Whitehurst, The Magic of Flowers. So it feels really good in my hands. Like, as far as card size goes, like this is pretty sweet. But yeah, it's just there's just not that many of them. So that's okay. I'm not complaining. I'm not judging. I'm just observing. Okay. So anyways, a lot of times this deck will let you know where you might be tripping up. But let's just see who would like to show up from the Voice of the Trees. So this true kingship, this majesty within us, it's like, okay, there it is. It's like we've got this potential, we've got this seed. Will it sprout? Will it blossom? Will it grow? Honey, will it bear fruit? I mean, you ever grow a plant in your garden and you're like, yeah, it's freaking huge, but it has no fruit. It has no peppers. Where the fuck are the tomatoes? Like, there's growth, but then, yeah, there's the next step, which is giving, which is service, which is bearing fruit, which is offering gifts, which is shining light, which is you becoming the cedar of Lebanon. So we've got a message of clarity and focus coming in today with something called woodbine. All right. Okay. I don't know, man. And I opened right up to the page in the guidebook. So, okay, that was easy. Usually it's not that easy. Let me describe this picture for you. And I'm going to probably put it right above him because, with the cedar of Lebanon, Lebanon. Sorry, I'm going to Pittsburgh. All right. He is so clear-sighted. The cedar of Lebanon king, angel king. He is so focused and clear-sighted. His eyes are pure and open, and that golden Christed light crowning him. It is clarity. It is focus. The 90 Arcturian Council this week reminded us that they only focus on what they want to bring more of to them, because they know as soon as they put their attention on something, they start to harmonize with it. Whether it's something they want or not, your focus harmonizes to that very thing. So if we are focusing on darkness and charlatans and liars and deceit, we are harmonizing with all of that. We are harmonizing with all that shit. We are, and we're part of it then. So it's like you kind of owe it to yourself as a king, as a king, as king, queen, whatever. I don't give a fuck. You owe it to yourself to only focus on what you want to experience. And it is a free will planet. So if you want darkness and you want scary shit, you're allowed. And I have no place to tell you what to want. But most people don't want that. They want love. They want easiness. They want to just know what they want sometimes, you know? Like, I just want to know what I want, and then that's what I want. You know? It's simple. It's so fucking simple. So have clarity, have focus. So I'm assuming that's the woodbine growing in front of this stone wall that is carved with spirals. You'll love it. And there's this fucking bird. I don't know what kind of bird that is. Like a black seagull? I have no idea. And then there's this big structure behind it, like the doorway of a huge stone building, I think. So it's a really cool looking picture. I'm going to put it right above cedar because he's so focused. And then there's the number 27. Shout out to my 9D. And then right above 27 will be the words clarity and focus. And this is woodbine. And woodbine, I'll just read you the divining charm. Aware of a great pattern unfolding now, reveals the truth that was hidden somehow. Stay focused. Believe in your own true light. Your true heart's desire. Your dreams will take flight. Dang. So this is a message that secrets will be revealed. And like all of the light councils that they always listen to me. They like my show. All of my non-physical listeners just tickled my shoulders and my neck. Because they were like, hold on to your hats. Things are gonna surface real quick, real soon. Secrets will be revealed. So this is actually a very timely, current message. There are things that have been hidden, but the way is opening before you. And I can sit here and giggle and laugh at the horrendous shit that's about ready to be discovered because I'm in a good position. And that's what Woodbine is saying. You're in a good position to discover inner knowledge that was veiled before. So yeah, secrets have been hidden that are negative and bad, along with the secrets that will benefit you, benefit us. So your confidence is high, as it should be. You king, queen, queen, king. Which one do you like better? Your confidence is high and you are feeling like you can do anything. Of course, if you believe it, you probably can. So it's time to put on your confident pants Okay, put on your best granny panties and start to know that if you will it, it is so. And if you line up with the light, if you line up with Holy Spirit, if you line up with God, if you line up with Source, if you line up with the universe that is most definitely on your side, has your back 100%, it will be so. It is done. It is done. So if you believe in it, it is done. It will happen. Now, what you might be starting to see, the trees are saying, Woodbine is saying that you're going to start recognizing patterns that have been previously lost in the shuffle. Now it's coming into view. Now you're seeing so fucking clearly. It's like that. This is what happens to me in the world. I get disgusted and bored because the patterns seem so obvious to me, and I just cannot believe that people keep repeating them. And then I'll recognize that personally in my own life, call myself out on my own personal bullshit and be like, and you're doing it too. Okay, so when you start to recognize your patterns, which we've talked about a lot in the past, that was like a big theme the first year with us, just seeing our patterns, connecting the dots, recognizing, right? Seaweed, our herb of the week this week, had that message about prediction. Once you see the patterns, shit gets very easy to predict. Very easy to predict. So these patterns, these pieces of the puzzle, yeah, everything is fitting together now. And if you feel you are at the event horizon of discovering the reasons for a situation, then look to the heart of the matter. You may notice events trying to attract your attention away from your real goals. Don't fall for the decoys, okay? You must work to distinguish what's false from what's real. I just love this so much because I'm doing that 30-day home study program, and I think that was day 2 of the first week. Starting to see the decoys, the egoic decoys that keep you, they want to try to get you away from your real goal of enlightenment, your real goal of connecting to your inner light king, your inner light majesty. So if you can avoid these distractions and decoys and remain focused, you will find the secrets to your heart's desire at the center of yourself. So don't look outside of yourself for this clarity that you want. You look within. You access your inner teacher. You access your inner clarity, your inner knowing, your intuition. You're into it. You're into it. Your intuition. You're into it, baby. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, woodbine. What the fuck is woodbine? It's European honeysuckle, but it's just called, they call it woodbine. It's European honeysuckle. Honeysuckle always has a message in me for good luck and attraction, and it's like totally doable, real sweet. So woodbine is a deciduous twining vine. It can grow between 10 and 20 feet tall. So it can vine up, and yeah, I think it smells good. Its flowers are hermaphroditic. It is very fragrant during the day and becomes even more fragrant at night, being pollinated by butterflies and bees and moths. Aww. And then the birds eat the berries and they spread the seeds. Now these berries are poisonous to humans and most other animals, but the birds, they just eat them and shit them right out, so they're fine. Woodbine also spreads by shoots and is very easy to transplant and bring attractive insects and hummingbirds to the garden. Oh, my hummingbirds. I'm excited to see them again. All right, so in Scotland, village witches reportedly used woodbine in magical healing rituals, passing the sick patients through a wreath. As my rabbit is tearing down her cage down there. Do you hear that? Oh, shit. Passing sick patients through a wreath made of woodbine 9 times, then cutting it into 9 pieces and burning it. Okay, for my witches in the back. What they did was they made a wreath with the honeysuckle, okay? So this vine, they made a wreath 9 times. So there's like 9, they took that vine and went around 9 times. So it's 9 vines thick. They would pass the sick patients through the wreath 9 times and then cut it into 9 pieces and then burn it. So anyways, I think the 9 is more important for however many times you pass the patient through, and cutting it into 9 pieces. I think I just actually made that up, that you should wrap it around 9 times. That sounds like something I would do. All right, so anyways, it's just woodbine is just the old name for the plant commonly known as honeysuckle, because in old times they called meadow clover honeysuckle, and so they just called it woodbine. They also called it fairy trumpets and trumpet flowers, and yeah, it smells fabulous. Super fabulous. So what do you think about that? Not just smelling super fabulous, but having secrets revealed. Having clear focus. Being in like a really good place to claim your light. Be a knight of light until you can step in to your kingship. You are where you are. If you're not ready to be royalty yet, then get knighted today by the cedar of Lebanon and embark on your journey of clearer seeing and focus and clarity within. Woodbine and cedar of Lebanon are ready and here to help you, water you, guide you, and yes, shine the light on you. You are indeed ready to fly. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our herb of the week, seaweed, and I thank you so much for being here. I open up to the inclusive unity of the cosmos. I swim in the divine ocean of life and bathe myself in divine love. I am a fountain of peace. I say goodbye to the shallows and live in the depths. I embrace others, offering healing and comfort. I open up to the inclusive unity of the cosmos. I swim in the divine ocean of life and bathe myself in divine love. I am a fountain of peace. I say goodbye to the shallows and live in the depths. I embrace others, offering healing and comfort. And so it is. All right. I've taken quite a bit of a break and had a conversation and lost my focus, but then I regained my clarity and came back, and bam, the trees are still here for me. That's what I'm talking about. They are always here for us. So anyways, shout out to the trees. Yeah, shout out to our herb of the week, seaweed. Shout out to me for getting to turn off the heat. Shout out to you for being patient while I do that. And now we're going to hang out with the Wisdom of Trees Oracle by Jane Struthers. These are just cute little cards, little stiffies. They're cute. Whoa! And right away, apple shows itself to me. Right away, apple shows itself to me. which is like way early from maybe where I was going to go with conversation. But the person I was just talking to on the phone was my ex-husband. And the more that I can talk to him and he can talk to me like we are human beings, the more we add to the community, our personal community, and just the energy of the world. Because, this apple, I think it's this apple card. Maybe it's another one in a different deck. But the apple to me represents apple crisp, obviously. And apple crisp makes me think of sharing with people. And remember that one time that I made my new neighbor's apple crisp, and yeah, that didn't really work out in my benefit, probably because the apple crisp sucked. I kind of messed it up. But anyways, it was my gesture to them that, hey, let's be friends. Now, it didn't really happen, but that's okay. At least I tried, at least I tried. So anyways, we have apple. Is there anything else that wants to flip the fuck out of this deck before I'm ready for it? Let's put some apples on the side of Cedar of Lebanon, which now that I have it beside this stately, glowing, lighted king, Christ King, it looks like it's an offering to him because all these apples are in this awesome basket. Okay, then on the other side of him, perfect, we have an oak that has a crown. When the Cedar of Lebanon was saying in its guidebook that, we consider oak king, but in the southern places, it's cedar. It's cedar. So how cool is that for oak to join cedar, and apple too? Apple, I don't really feel like a masculine presence. I usually feel like apple trees are ladies, because they bear so much fruit, and that's what I'm back, you guys. I just came back. I remembered where we left off. Because the Cedar of Lebanon is like, there is a seed inside of you. Will you blossom? Will you grow? Will you bear fruit? Holy fruit, you guys. There's a whole basket of fruit now beside the cedar. Okay, I'm so glad that I connected those dots. Good job, Sadie. Good job. Okay, so, and then we also have his knight or king friend, very noble oak. So do you feel like you're more of a knight or more of a king? That question was on the tip of my tongue. Where do you feel? Like, just self-reflect for 1 minute here with me. Like, do you feel like you're just starting out, like getting this together, or are you like seriously ready to put on your crown? It's okay. Like, it's not like one is not better than the other. One is where you are. And so it's really important for you to be where you are, the trees say. Because if you try to fill shoes that are too big for you, you're just going to trip and fall. Like, you need to be the knight before you become the king. It's really important training. It's really important practice, and discovering and realizing and knowing who you are and getting so certain and confident in your abilities. And so there is absolutely zero fucking shame to be where you are at. You don't need to fake the funk. You don't need to try to be more than you are. You don't try to bear fruit until you're sturdy enough to do so. So, like my pear trees last year, them little twerps were not sturdy enough to hold all that fruit. Maybe this was 2 years ago. And so then they just broke off because they could not handle serving like that. So it was interesting to watch it, because if we do that in our life, if we try to bear too much fruit, we're not going to be a reliable giver. We're going to snap, we're going to break, we're going to be weighed down, we're going to look ridiculous. This skinny ass pear tree with all those fucking pears on it, literally arching and bending its branches because they were so heavy. I think it's much better to be strong and big and sure of yourself and focused and clear and able to serve and then bear fruit. All right, let's see what the book says though. That's just what I says. The apple is all about generosity. It has a fruit border, and then the oak has a trunk border, which is about healing, and the oak in particular is about steadfastness. Steadfastness. So, yeah, the oak says, yeah, baby, I am strong and steady. I am an essential part of the age-old mysteries of the forest. My voice just got extremely sultry. If you call on me, I can give you outer physical power and inner emotional strength whenever you need them. Let me show you the way. So yeah, the oak has a gold crown up on, it's like mid-trunk, it's like by its belly button, or what used to be its belly button. And and it's cool. It's so solid. And the way its branches are, almost like you could go up and hug it. Super easy. So oak is here today to the left of the cedar to say, do you realize how much you have to offer the world? Do you even realize how much you have to offer the world? Don't underestimate your abilities or your strength of purpose. Your inner power is waiting to be tapped, but only you can do it. Only you can do it. So have faith in yourself. Have faith in yourself. So it's like we're just waiting. We're all just waiting on you, honey, for you to realize how strong you are and how powerful you are. And the apple's waiting too, because once you step into your power, your inner knowing, your strength, your inner queen, king, you will be filled with light so powerfully that it will be your nature to give and be generous and shine the way for others. So this clarity and focus, it like takes you out of serving yourself only and puts you into serving everyone. You want to help everyone once you realize you are the king. You don't want to be the king of a domain that's in shambles, that's full of lies and deceit and trickery and horribleness. You want a kingdom that you will be proud of and that you want to take care of, you want to nurture. And that's what apple brings us to, generosity. Like you are a generous king of light. Yeah, absolutely. So just like the apple tree shares her bounty with us, that we will learn that. And as we learn that, we will teach that. And as we teach that, we'll reinforce that knowledge within ourselves. So apple wants us to bless others. Bless your kingdom with a full and open heart. Not only when you feel affectionate towards them, but also when they annoy you. I love this message so much because it's like, this has been so huge for me to do my intending to get out of being able to be annoyed. And then even when I am, don't let myself fall into that trap. It is a trap. I don't want to curse anyone else ever again, because if I curse them, I curse me. If I curse my kingdom, I am cursing the king. I'm cursing myself. And so all I ever want to do is offer blessings. Yeah, that's the lesson. That's the blessing. You got to keep on offering blessings. You need to bless others with a full and open heart all the damn time. Let your actions reveal your sense of generosity. And that doesn't just mean throwing bags of gold coins at everybody. Although sure, why not? But like, it's like you can bless people with your love, with your light, with your honesty, with your emotions, with your spiritual energy, and yes, of course, material things in the physical realm. But you can, if you are the king of light, you can bless your kingdom the most with freedom, allowing others to be where they are. You know how long it took you to become king, so you can't expect all of your kingdom to just snap into where you're at. So I feel like apple and oak come together with like this message of patience, with this message of allowing people to be where they're at in their journeys. Even if you can see so clearly, it just seems like a load of bull. You're like, God, I can't believe they keep on repeating these patterns. I'm going to try to help them, but I know I can't force them to do anything. They'll have to figure this out on their own, just like I did. They'll have to find their own inner wisdom and their own clarity. They come to their own conclusions. That's when they'll change. But that doesn't mean that I can't light the way. That doesn't mean that I can't keep shining a light on the path. That definitely means keep on being the example. All right, I'm going to go eat an apple. Apples reduce blood pressure and help treat heart problems. And, and interestingly enough, so like apples help you from the inside out, and so does oak. Because like white oak bark, that's like a good strengthening wash for veins and things like that. So there is a lot of healing energy coming in. There's a lot of nourishment. Apples are food, abundance. So are acorns, duh. I see the big acorn falling from the tree. And what I also did not notice until just now, behind the oak tree, is a lightning bolt coming down from a darkened sky. It seems like maybe sunset, because the lower part of the left sky is pinkish, but the top is darkish, and there's a lightning bolt. So it's kind of like, bam, powerful. Maybe that's what made the acorn fall. The acorn's like not even at the ground yet. It's falling from the tree. Ooh, now I get it. So Cedar was saying secrets are going to be revealed, or was that Woodbine? That was Woodbine. Woodbine's saying secrets are going to be revealed now. Cedar's saying, you're ready, get ready, you're ready, be ready, you're ready, let's go. This lightning bolt of, ooh, something's going to hit the fan. Something's going to crack and wake people up. Are you ready to shine the light and be there for people? Are you ready to be the apple tree and give and give and give and give? And then give so much that there's still some rotting. There will be some left over that nobody wanted. And the wasps, even the wasps are attracted to you. Even the liars and the charlatans, they're also attracted to you. And guess what? Even in those son of a bitches, there's a seed. There's a seed that's capable of blossoming, of growing, and eventually bearing fruit. So even the worst of the worst are still our brothers. You just can't see their light right now. But can you be the bigger one? Can you be the cedar? Can you be the oak? Can you be the apple? Can you be the woodbine? And give them really nothing but time to come to their own clarity. All right, do you have time for a Celtic Tree by Sherilyn Hidalgo? Haha, funny. Who doesn't have time for one of these? This is the best. I mean, all the tree decks are fantastic, and I feel blessed to have gotten these angels. But you just can't beat the Celtic Tree Oracle by Sherilyn Hidalgo. incredible. So if you were going to just get one tree deck, I love the attunements in this book so much. So much. And it usually hits it home for us every time. So this has been an incredible reading, truly, from cedar and oak and apple and woodbine, aka honeysuckle. So in a lot of ways it feels so complete. But what the hell, man? We're kings and queens and queen kings and king queens, and complete, honey, we're royalty. We need to take it a little bit farther than just completion. So let's get a Celtic tree to finish us today. Who would like to come in? Tree guides, really stepping into our majesty, really allowing ourselves to grow and bear fruit when we are ready, and also allowing others to do the same, taking care of our kingdoms. What's up? Kingdom come, thy will be done. So it's like you really need to start willing it. You don't need to start wishing it. You don't need to start wanting it. You need to start willing it. The W word that you are ready for is willing. Okay, so beautiful. We are going to end this reading with more the sea. So fantastic, because remember what I said about that bird? It looked like a seagull or something. I didn't catch in the book what kind of bird that was. It's crazy looking, but it looks like it could be flying in and out, inland and out to the sea. Now what's awesome is this is like, I would say, a sunset on the sea, and so it looks good up there. I put it at the very, very top because I don't want anything on the sides of this layout. Because of the angel of cedar of Lebanon, he is focused vertical, unwaveringly, absolutely certain. He knows he is of the light and there is nowhere else to look. So even though he's got his supportive friends, the oak and the apple, down here anchoring him in, it's actually a very phallic, this is another one of those spreads that I basically made a dick and balls, but it's fine. That's okay, because that's what we're ready for. But I only want to follow the focus, the clarity. I only want to follow the current that we've got going on. And the current is to stay focused toward the light with number 25. Number 25, more the sea. Now, the sea. More the sea represents our maternal links, our yearning to travel, and the element of water. So here we bring in energies of the undines and the water nymphs and the fairies. And the deities that come in with the sea is moon goddesses, great mother goddesses, female ancestors, Menachin Mac Lear. Not familiar with that one. So as we take our journey, our pilgrimage, our maternal ancestors join us. We feel called to the ocean. From the sea we came, and into the sea we will return. The ocean. Hello, seaweed is our fucking herb of the week. Of course we would get the sea today. You guys, sometimes I'm a little slow to pick up on the magic, but eventually it gets to me. Aw, doesn't that make you feel so good? So sweet. What a sweetie. What a seaweedy. With more, we honor all the waters on the planet. That all everywhere, including within us. We have water bodies. That's why you got to drink copious amounts of water. If you're not drinking enough water, your body's not gonna be optimal. Our blood is made of water. Our body is made of water. So we honor all the waters on the planet, and the unconscious and inner child, the hidden knowledge, our ancestral lineages. That's what the sea represents. The sea encourages us to take spiritual pilgrimage. Why can't I stop? To learn about our roots and experience gratitude for them. So more the sea wants us to take the pilgrimage inward into our own soul. Just like cedar wants us to find that royalty within. And the oak tree wants us to find that strength within. And woodbine wants us to find the knowledge and secrets within. So Apple's like, and I want you to find the sweetness within. All right, apple tree. She is a country girl. Absolutely. So more the sea wants you to journey into the depth of your own soul. And that goes hand in hand perfect with our slimy seaweed, who says, yeah, don't live in the shallows anymore. Your inner mermaid wants you to dive into the depths. Live in the depths, okay? Get to know who you really, really are. That is who you truly are. You are that. You are that king. You are that queen. And don't feel like, actually, I really want to stick with king now, because it's like, it's not like a sexual thing. This is fucking strength we're talking about. And yeah, the queen is seriously fucking strength. But it's like we cannot keep on separating the masculine and feminine. We have to marry them. We have to marry the energies within us. So regardless of what gender you have, you need to join these two energies within you. So this is the king energy really coming through today. Absolutely. And it's saying, this is maybe what has been missing in your life a little bit. You've been in darkness. You didn't know you had royal balls. You didn't know you had this strength. You didn't know you could be a leader. But now you do. Or you are beginning to realize that. So more the sea says, do you feel kind of called to take on a pilgrimage? Do you feel called to live in the depths with the mermaids? Perhaps it is time to take a trip or a journey, but one that connects you maybe to your lineage or your ancestral homeland or your spiritual home. So that to me says you don't need to put any gas in the car and leave again to go anywhere. What you need to do is journey within. You need to spend more time focusing within for that light, for that clarity, for that inner teacher that is awaiting you. So, yeah, but you got to be, recognize how you're feeling. If you're drawn to do something, do it. Absolutely. But definitely, I hope that everyone's being drawn to connect with their authentic self. And maybe you're drawn to protect the waters of the planet. So, yeah, much love and much gratitude to all the water bodies, the rivers, the streams, the lakes, the ponds, the oceans, the waterways. Think about how water renews life, nourishes the earth. It is essential. We literally cannot live without it. So offer your gratitude with emotions, with your mini baptisms, with your tears that roll down your face. Be brought to tears of love and joy and gratitude and thanks. And yeah, when it comes to the water bodies of our planet, there is some, I'm so sorry for what we've done to you. Absolutely. And we need to make our peace with that. We need to offer, that open-hearted, wholesome, unconditional love to the water energy of this planet, that, we are sorry for what we have done and we love you so much. We know we cannot live without you. So how can I serve you? How can I protect you? Tell me what I can do for you. serve the water. So serve the waters of the planet, serve the water body that you inhabit. Maybe you'd like to dive into the depths of your unconscious mind. Your unconscious mind. You might want to go inward and get weird. Honey, maybe just take a visualization. That meditation that I've been doing, it's taking me into a place within me. Very easily too. So shamanism, inner traveling, the dream time. If one of these forms of spirituality is calling you, travel, investigate within, dive deep. The sea says dive deep and learn about healing your emotional body, healing your unconscious belief systems, going within and healing because you are connecting with your higher self. So anyways, lots of different messages from the sea. Whichever one you heard, be sure to take time to connect with your ancestors and ask them for guidance and help as you travel along your chosen path. Now, if you are like, ancestors, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You also maybe want to see it like the Holy Spirit is all of our ancestors or our inner teacher or our guidance. Like whoever you want to help you. The sea is saying, get help. If it's your inner mermaid, then ask your inner mermaid for help. She will be happy to tug you and pull you into the depths of your emotional space, your watery space, emotions and water and tears and swimming bliss and whatever else you would like to go into. Go. But yeah, definitely a lot of maternal energy, which I love, because we have so much king energy with oak and cedar. And I love our maternal trees of apple and honeysuckle and the tree. So there is good balance here. There is good balance here within the trees. Women and men are asked to connect with respect and reveneration for the divine feminine. This is a time to honor the powers of the feminine and to honor the miracle of the female body and the miracle of birth. So shout out to all the kings who indeed honor the queen. I am more the sea. I am the river, the lake, the pond, the brook, the stream, the waterway, the sea, and the ocean. I am the well. I am the water within your body and in your blood. I am the rain and the storm and your tears. I am life. I am your past, present, and future. I am all time and beyond time. I am your soul's journey. I am with you at the beginning, at birth, and remain with you to your ending, at death. I never cease to be. I go on forever, from form to form. I am consciousness and the formless. I am the God and the goddess, and I sustain you. I am the source and the animating mystery and power of life. You are a vessel for me. You are an expression of me. I am in love with you. I am without judgment, as I can only give you unconditional love. Allow your life and love to flow. Allow my spirit to love through you so that you can forgive yourself and others. Allow this flow to nurture you and nourish you. Drink deeply at the well of your soul and know that you are on purpose. Take shelter in my love, in my wisdom, and in my guidance. Let me fill you with refreshment and allow me to quench the thirst of your soul. I am always here. I am always everywhere. I am the center and the circumference, and I bless you. I am here to remind you that you too are indeed a loving God or goddess with great power and potential. Here as a steward to Mother Earth to create healing and beauty. It is only but one choice away from manifestation at any moment. Wow, so it's a choice, and it's basically, the trees are basically saying, because I'm like, what the fuck is the name of this podcast? And they're saying, choose to be king. Choose to be king of your kingdom now and take care of it and lead the way and guide the way and be generous and strong and lighted and real. Be real. Be the king that cries. Be the king that loves. Be the king that is literally here to save us. Yeah, you're the king. And we all thank you very, very much. Choose to be king. It is time to step into your power.